Hello everyone. In this lesson of the tutorial we will learn how to create interactive chart with scroll bar. So we have created one scrolling bar here. So the moment when we click on the scroll bar, the values in the chart get changed. So for an example, if I click on the scroll bar, this 2008 will become 2009. Let me do this. See. In this exercise, we have used the same data set which we have used in our earlier classes. We have also created one reference table here, but this time we have only 3 years data in our reference table, because in our chart we want to create chart with the 3-year data only. The topics which we will cover in this chart is how to create scroll bar, the use of index function and the use of row function. So let's go ahead and do this exercise. Let me first copy and paste the data into the interactive sheet 3. Let me copy the reference table data too. So now let's go ahead and create our scroll bar. To create the scroll bar, we have to click on Developer tab. Under Controls panel, Insert. The third item in second row we have a scroll bar. Click on it, then draw it. As we know, every form control is dependent on this cell link, so we have to assign the cell link to the scroll bar as well. To assign the cell link, right click on the scroll bar, click on Format Control, leave this value, current value, understand the minimum and maximum value. Let me put minimum value as 1, maximum value as 8. Why I am writing maximum value as 8? Because the moment when scroll bar will reach to the 8th position, I want to represent in the chart 8th, 9th and 10th year data. If I change this maximum value as 10, so I have to also represent the data for the 11th and 12th year, which we don't have. This incremental change as 1 and this page change as 2. Cell link, let me select A19 as cell link. So the incremental change is when I click on the scroll bar, values in the cell link get changed by 1. And when I click anywhere in the scroll bar, the value is changed by 2, by the difference of 2. So this is called page change. Let me delete my reference table and let's learn the use of index and row function. So now I will write here index function to make it dependent on the scroll bar. To write an index function, we have to write first equal sign in the cell C18 index. The first parameter which we have here is array, so let me select my array. I will freeze here rows only. Why I am assigning $sign to rows only, this we will learn later. The second parameter which we have here is row number. So the year is first row of my array, so I will write row number as 1, and in column number, the third parameter which we have, I will assign cell link A19. Let me freeze this to F4, control, bracket close, enter. So with the help of fill handle, let me drag this formula. See, in the cell number D18, my array becomes from C24 to D24. In the same way, in the cell number E18, it becomes from E24. Let me copy this formula and in C19 paste it as an right click formulas. So in the C19 cell, for lighting and appliances, we got the same score, means year, we got the year number here, but we want the data here. In the formula, if we notice in the row number, this should be become 2, right? To make this function dynamic, we will use here in the row parameter, we will use here in the row number parameter, we will use the row function. What row function do? Let me write row function in cell number F18 equal row. In whichever cell I write the row function gives the row number of that cell. For an example, I have written row function here in cell number F18. So 18 is the row number. So let me use the row function here. So now this row function will give me the row number as 18, but I want 1 as my row number, so I will manually subtract 17 from this row function, enter, and let me copy and paste this, right click as in formula here. See, now I got the scores here. So the moment when I click on the scroll bar, my values in this reference table get changed, and which are dependent on this cell link. So now let's create the chart with the help of this reference table. Select our reference table, click on the insert tab, under chart panel select area chart. In this chart, if you notice 2010, 2013 and 2014, I want to represent them as in series, but they are here as a legend. To make these changes, select the chart, click on the design tab, under data panel click on the switch rows and columns. See, now we got our chart here. So the moment when I click on the scroll bar, the values in the chart get changed. Thank you everyone.